Afghanistan has become turbulent after US President Donald Trump developed an infatuation for Bagram Airbase in Afghanistan. Trump has expressed the wish, not just expressed, he actually ordered Taliban to hand over the airbase to America. He has also warned of dire consequences if Taliban fails to obey his order. But Taliban is in no mood to listen to Trump. They have rejected the demand of Donald Trump downright. They said it's not possible. Taliban reminded Donald Trump that Afghanistan is a sovereign country. There is no need to listen to the orders of US President. Why all on a sudden Trump developed an interest in Bagram Airbase? Some answers are doing rounds. A most logical answer for this question is Bagram Airbase is situated very close to a reported or an alleged nuclear site of China at Lopnur in Xinjiang province. Then, of course, the second reason is there. Bagram Airbase is the best airfield or airport in Central Asia. If the US is in possession of Bagram, even the biggest US fighter jets or bombers can easily take off from Bagram Airbase. So that also could be one of the reasons luring Donald Trump to Bagram. But as I said earlier, I don't think Taliban is going to hand over the airport to Donald Trump. So definitely, if Trump wants to take possession, he will have to influence Taliban by, perhaps by promising some grand or huge money, or he will have to forcibly take over. I don't know what is going to happen. Let's take a closer look into the realities there. Welcome to Insights. I am Hari Kumar. Let me start with the theory, or could be conspiracy theory, that the nuclear site of China is located very near to Bagram Air Base. Reports say the Lopnur site, which is a locality in Xinjiang province in China, this is actually a 1 hour flight from Bagram Air Base. So it's very near. Now, there are reports that China's biggest nuclear facility is located at Lopnur. Reports say China has got a research-based institute there. China has a nuclear weapon armory there. So that's enough reason for Trump to take possession of Bagram. Because from Bagram, the US can observe or collect intelligence about what is happening to China's nuclear sector. So China is constantly updating their nuclear weapons. They are doing a lot of research. Everything can be accessed if the Bagram Air Base is near or is in possession of the US Army. So this could be the factor that is luring Donald Trump. If US can position their drones inside Bagram, they can take off. They can fly near the borders of China and they can easily collect information. And another factor could be this is located in Xinjiang province. Xinjiang is the Achilles heel of China. The local population is against the Communist Party of China. So it could become easy for the US to, nurture spies in Xinjiang, or they hope to, create trouble in the province. All those things could be in the mind of Donald Trump. And perhaps that is why they want to take possession of this airbase. Now let's check the infrastructure of Bagram Airbase. As I said, this is the best airstrip or airport in entire Central Asia. The runway, first runway, there are two runways. The first runway is 4 kilometer long and more than 45 meters wide. So any US aircraft, including the B-2 bombers, can easily take off and land from this runway number 1. The runway number 2 is around 3 kilometers long and it's around 30 meters wide. That's also enough for all big aircrafts or fighter jets of the US. Then there are 3 well-equipped, modern, state-of-the-art hangars there where US can keep their aircrafts safely. Then watchtowers are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment by the US itself. Then you have got a prison inside the airbase, and these are all facilities that perhaps attract the US to Bagram. But it's not easy to take possession of Bagram. Either you have to defeat Taliban in a fight, or you will have to win them over by promising or giving astronomical sums. I'm sure they would demand that. Now there is another question: why the US is after this Bagram Airbase? Pakistan is their closest ally. You have got many airports in Pakistan. Why not take over one airport from Pakistan? Then there is a problem. Pakistan is actually closer to China than to the United States. So in case of a war or a conflict between the US and China, Pakistan may not stand with the US. Actually, the largest number of aircrafts of Pakistan are given by China. Or if you consider the arms and ammunition of Pakistan, the huge chunk of those arms and ammunition are from China. So definitely Pakistan is closer to China than the United States. So in case of a conflict with China, Pakistan won't be in a position to support the US. US knows that very well. Now, why all on a sudden this thought about a conflict with China? Perhaps that is there. That is why now the US is trying to build a base in Bangladesh or nearby area. This is also because of the possibility of a future conflict with China. That's why the US wants a naval base or an air base in and around Bangladesh. Now they are very much interested in Chittagong. Nowadays you see the US Army conducting military exercise with Bangladesh Army frequently. I think in the last 7 or 8 months, 3 times they have already conducted an exercise. Now a military exercise is progressing. And they even they asked former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to hand over St. Martin's Island to them. Then they even tried to foment trouble in Northeast India. They want to create an independent Christian nation somewhere near Northeast India or near Bangladesh, or they want to take possession of some land of Myanmar. So there they want to build a base. At the western part, earlier they tried to take over some territory by an island from Pakistan. Now this is the reason, because I feel that the US thinks, or US has concluded that in the near future there is going to be a conflict with China. Perhaps if China wants to take over Taiwan, US may intervene. US cannot allow China to progress like this. If that happens, definitely that will harm the interests of the US. At least China should be contained. Now India is not in favor, is not currying favors with the US. So the US actually wants their own base here, a closer ally here. They expect a conflict to break out at any moment. So this could be the real reason. I will be back with updates if something happens. Meet you again. Till then, goodbye.